Hello everyone, I'm going to begin my introduction. Hello everyone, I'm going to begin my introduction and talk about how I would handle an opening therapy session as well as bickering and closing a session. So I'm going to pretend direct my clients, so bear with me as I do this for the first time. And feel free to critique. I'm excited to see what your feedback is. So. Hello everyone, my name is Danette Meeks-Hull, and you can all call me Miss Danny for the sake of some of the kids that are here in this meeting today. I'm excited that you've all come to spend some time together in my office, so please come on in and find a space where you'd like to sit and make yourself comfortable. I would then take ample time to address each person individually and allow each family member to introduce themselves. So today we have, your name is right, Haley, right? Yes, and Joshua, Tiffany, and you must be Samantha, correct? Beautiful. Well, it's nice to meet every single one of you today, and I appreciate you guys coming in. And I would like to spend some time in our first session just gathering a little bit of information about your family, and just kind of let's break the ice a little bit and get to know a little bit about each of you and why you're here. So to start off with, how do you guys feel about being here today? So let's start with the left side. So Haley, how do you feel about being here today? And Joshua, you're next. Tiffany and Samantha. Okay, so let's now address what specifically brings you guys here, or what would you like to accomplish from coming to family therapy? So, Samantha, let's start with you. Now we'll start on the right, everyone. Great, great. Tiffany, thank you for using your words, kids. I do appreciate that. And what about mom and dad? Haley and Josh, how about you guys take some time and let's talk about what some of your goals are and how we can kind of work towards those. Wonderful, wonderful. So during this process, I want to make sure that I am using active listening with each of my clients, and I'm repeating what each of them are saying after they've expressed their concerns and how they feel about being here, to make sure that I'm understanding clearly what each of them are going through, or what they feel that their specific goals might be. How I would handle bickering, typically I would hope that it would not be coming from the parents, but I'm sure that that's often what happens. And so I would redirect the family, for one. I would stop the name calling if that was going on between the kids, and I would remind them all that this is a time that we come together to work as a team towards positive changes that is going to benefit everybody. So I would then demonstrate through role play how positive communication occurs, and then reward them through praise by using some of that positive reinforcement and encouraging them to talk to one another openly and give each other some positive feedback as far as that's concerned, such as say, for instance, Bobby and Susie are arguing over a specific toy. However, this time it would be Tiffany and Samantha. And instead of arguing over that toy, I would ask them what are ways that they can ask each other to pass the toy or to share the toy. And that way they are actively using those skills, and then I would verbally praise them for doing that. I would then demonstrate for each family member during these role plays, and then help them build some self-esteem and reinforce the expectations during our meetings, as well as encouraging that better communication amongst them all. I would then ask each person how they felt and how they would be able to use that new role play in the next week. So that way when we come back together, we can talk about what worked, what didn't work, and maybe get to some of those barriers or causes of those barriers in their communication skills. So as we're talking about this, readdressing the family, Haley and Josh, how do you feel that these role plays worked by watching the kids going through the role play and asking for a specific toy and using different ways to speak to one another without bickering or arguing? Beautiful. And Tiffany and Samantha, how do you feel that that worked out? Was that a little bit easier, or did you feel it was harder to express to one another what you needed without arguing? Great. So for closing this session, I want to take some time and sum up what we've discussed today. I want to go over individual goals and provide a little bit of guidance. I think it would also be a good opportunity to provide a worksheet for each of them on positive communication and and actively praising each other throughout the week. I think that that would be a good start for this particular family if there was some bickering and arguing going on and a lack of communication for this particular family. So I think it's important that as we head into the next week, we work on that a little bit and schedule our next appointment. And I thank you all for coming in and taking those first steps to creating a happier home. The end, hopefully it was okay.